Hello, it's Monday night again and your favorite show is starting. Let's Talk Invicta. And if you watched our socials, we have a very special show. It's not only Wim van Buel, but we have a special guest. And it's GM Correa, Formula 2 driver, and he is now an ambassador of Invicta. Hello Wim and hello GM.
Hello, Rene, and it's JM, just for your information. GM is a car brand, I told you already.
Oh,
welcome, guys.
Okay.
We are very excited. We have been looking forward to this moment already for a couple of weeks, and we are planning together. Here is JM, our famous brand ambassador, our famous Formula 2 driver, the invincible driver, I would almost say. And welcome, JM. We are really happy to have you here in our studio. We are presenting not only JM and a little bit, we have some questions for him as well, but we're also presenting a fantastic watch lineup connected to JM as well. And we have an introduction tonight for the European market as well. So, as I told you already, really exciting. And JM, we had some questions from our followers out there already on our socials. For the people who don't know you yet, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, I am JM or GM, as Rene called me. Yeah, I'm a Formula 2 driver. I was born in Ecuador, but raised in Miami. So I started racing when I was 7 years old, and always dreamed about going to Formula 1. So basically, my whole life I've been working to go up the ladder, and after many years, I have made it to Formula 2, which is the category right below. I know here in Europe it's quite well known, so I'm sure a lot of people already know who I am. And yeah, I've become an Invicta ambassador. I think it's a year and a half ago already. So it's been going really well. And I finally came back to F2 this season. I think we'll talk about my story a bit later. But yeah, it's been a good year so far for me. And thank you for having me. So good to see you guys.
More than welcome. And you know, it's good to know that you want to go into Formula 1 with car racing, and it's good to know that you're already in the Formula 1 league with your watches. I mean, we are so excited to bring you a very nice lineup for tonight, guys. And Juan Manuel will talk a little bit about his connection with the brand and the way we came to the final lineup that we have here tonight in the studio. But before we go to the watches, I want to also talk about the way that you went into racing, came into racing. JM.
I also want to know.
Yeah, I'm very curious. We have a lot of questions on our socials. If you have questions for us now, guys, please don't hesitate and send them to our social team. Quinten is waiting for you to follow up immediately, and we will answer right away. And before we go to the answer, I also want to emphasize that every single watch you will be ordering from us tonight here at Let's Talk Invicta or for the coming 24 hours will come in a hand-signed box from Juan Manuel.
Wow.
So he will sign the box for you here in the studio. Really exciting. Okay, how did you get into racing, JM? Tell us.
So I started when I was 7, I told you. So my family, especially my dad, he was always a big motorsports fan. So I grew up watching Formula 1 with him. And when I was around 5 years old, he started racing rally as a hobby. You know, he loved it. He was always a speed freak. And through rally, he met a lot of people in the motorsports community. And since I was born, I kind of grew up in motorcycles, bicycles, anything that had wheels, and especially if it had an engine. I loved it. And he put me in a go-kart when I was 7 years old just to try, and I fell in love with it.
I can imagine. It's a great world, and actually it's a small world too, because whenever something happens in the race, in the world of racing, everybody knows each other. It's all the teams are connected, and since we have the partnership with you since 1.5 years, we have been following it very closely, of course, and well, like you, maybe Invicta also has plans to go into Formula 1. Who knows? I mean. And maybe we can do this right together, you know.
That would be a dream. Awesome. Yeah, like you said, the community is quite small. There's not a lot of professional drivers in the world, and but I think that's what makes it so special, you know.
I agree.
It's a nice group. Everybody supports each other, and I always say, like, I love being a driver, not just because I love driving, but the things that I've learned in this sport, the people that I've met, is very cool. Even, companies that I work with, Invicta being a great example. You guys are amazing people, and it's really a part of my life experience that I wouldn't trade for anything. Yeah.
Wow, really nice. Yeah, we had a great event in Barcelona together in our store that we opened almost 3/4 of a year now, and Juan Manuel with his team came to the outlet village back in Barcelona. We had a great day together with all the fans visiting. I was really surprised, and it was touching as well that you actually had race lovers and fans coming to you, and always had tears in their eyes, to have your signature. And I saw even people with tattoos of racing teams on the hand and on the. It's incredible how much this lives in those countries as well. Yeah. We are really excited to have JM here tonight, guys. And before we move on with the questions, I think we should go to the watches real quick because
let's get started with the first one.
Yeah, Let's Talk Invicta is all about watches, as you know, guys, and it's your favorite watch show. So yes, we can talk about car racing, but the watches are
the watches are the content.
Yes, absolutely. So JM brought the full lineup for tonight, guys, and I'm really excited to bring it to you. You have been seeing me wearing my watch already in the show for a couple of months now, and this is actually the first edition of the JM Correa series, which is out of stainless steel. And we are really excited to bring you tonight the full lineup in titanium, which means 40% lighter than the stainless steel variation, but also a slightly bigger to fit, any kind of wrist. And we have beautiful color tones coming up. Yep. The first one that I wanted to discuss with you is actually, if you can show us the overview, Rene. Yeah. It's the model numbers 44404 until 4409. Which is all titanium variations and automatic movement. This movement has been especially created by Invicta for this particular JM series. And now JM is here, it's really easy for me to emphasize the connection between car industry and watches, because there's so much technique involved in the watches as well. I mean, for sure you have a lot of titanium parts in your race car as well.
Yeah, massively. And for this collection, like you said, I had quite a bit of input, and titanium was one of them. I said, let's make something lighter, sportier, that you can wear even when you're exercising or when you're going out. It's a very dynamic watch. It looks incredible. I think in a way it almost looks like a sports car in itself, just because it's so sleek, and it's just beautiful, and you can see that it's very high quality.
No, I agree, JM. And what I also... If you see for instance, the straps that we made for this watch, and I told you already before, guys, in one of the earlier shows, we have special designers only taking care of strap designs and colors. I don't know if you know, JM.
I didn't know that. No.
It's a design team that really works on finalizing the actual product. So once we have the cases ready, the design team for the band starts working for us, and the bands, how they came out and how they are connected to the casing, that's almost like state of the art. It's like what you see in your cars as well.
Right.
And what we actually did for this particular series, we built a very special movement. 7510D is the model number. It's a special movement built for this particular JM series. And what I really like myself, and I told you already before, I think, the movement has a power reserve of 72 hours. In this price range, that's unknown of, I can tell you. It's really, really special.
72 hours?
72 hours, Rene. Wow. And we put a lot of effort to get you the best possible movement in this price range as well. And guys, talking about pricing. As you know, this watch is on our website, invictastores.eu, for 740 euros, which is the regular pricing here in Europe. But we have a very special price for you tonight here, because JM is here, because we want to celebrate. We are really proud to have our ambassador here in the studio in Hedel. And, I want to give you the best possible pricing for the coming 24 hours. And this pricing, believe me, it's only valid for the coming 24 hours. The pricing I give you is actually including shipping, including return shipment, including 3-year warranty. Everything you want in your Invicta watch is in this price point. Not 740 euros. If you order now or within the next 24 hours, this watch will come to your doorstep for 299 euros. And let me give you the model numbers real quick to make sure that you find the right timepiece for yourself.
Yeah.
44404 is the first one, the all gray edition. Then the 44405 is the white and titanium casing. 44406, the yellow and black titanium casing. 44407, the blue and black variation. The 44408 is the orange and black variation. And the 44409 is the white and black titanium variation. And if you go to the QR code on the left side of your screen, you will be directed immediately into our checkout on the Invicta Store's website, where you can start ordering the color that you like. And immediately, JM, the question comes up. What is your favorite color?
Yeah,
I know already. We talked about it before the show, but tell me.
I also want to know. Yeah.
I can talk to you guys about colors for days because obviously I have all these watches and it really depends on the occasion. So the orange one is the one I wear mostly at the track because it goes with my team colors, Van Amersfoort Racing, Dutch team. And actually Van Amersfoort thinks that I designed that watch for them because the color is exactly the same. It really wasn't. I just like the color, but it goes perfectly. Then when I'm going out at night or having dinner, I usually wear the black strap one with a gray casing.
I really like that one myself as well.
It's just nice to wear in the night. If I'm going out during the day, mainly the blue one or the yellow one. Those are my favorite ones. And then I'm also doing some races in endurance with Prema, which is an Italian team.
Red and white. Yeah.
So then I wear the red strap one. So I kind of have almost one for each day of the week. my friends make fun of me. They're like, well, "How many watches do you have every day? You wear a different color."
And these are only the automatic variations.
Yes.
Other than that, we're also presenting tonight the full chronograph variation, the Swiss chronograph that we built into this complication. And I think, it depends on my mood as well. But me as a watch lover, sitting in my couch at night, relaxing. And I have my watch here, and I hear the ticking of the watch. It gives me peace of mind. It's like
a background noise.
Very relaxing. And knowing that, for instance, when I take off my watch for the weekend and I take it and I pick it up on Monday again, it's still running.
Yeah.
For an automatic in this price range,
that's incredible.
It's really an incredible product. Special colors, beautiful color variations. Available for you tonight here at Let's Talk Invicta for the fantastic price of $299. And please don't forget, guys, and JM will be signing the boxes during the show. He already signed one, but he will sign some more for you. Whenever you order from us now or for the coming 24 hours, this watch will be shipped to you in this beautiful one-slot limited edition impact case with the hand-signed top.
So, but Wim,
yes.
I know a lot of the followers, the Instagram followers of GM also are watching now. He just posted our show. So a lot of your followers will see the show for the first time. So please tell me a little bit more about the ordering process, because if you are watching on Instagram and you want to buy now, you need to type in
correct, Rene.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. We tend to forget that because we tell it every single week.
Yeah.
But yes, indeed, we made it very easy for you to order from our Let's Talk Invicta show through Instagram or through Twitch even. Also a new channel that we are working on. And all you have to do is just type buy titanium. You will be directed immediately from your Instagram platform to our order platforms on the invictastores.eu. And you can start picking the color that you like and order. We ship for free. Also, for those of you who are new to the show, this is really special. We ship for free throughout Europe. So the price that you see now on your screen, $299, is actually including everything. There's no hidden traps whatsoever. We just ship for free by FedEx, international priority. Will you get your watch in the coming couple of days?
Yeah.
Almost as fast as JM on the track.
I would almost.
Okay, JM. Let's. We have a few questions coming in. Why do you think racing and watches go hand in hand? Ooh, hard question.
Not really, because I feel like engineering, design. You know,
I agree.
a watch is a machine, but on the wrist. You know, a very complicated one, and that I think that goes hand in hand with racing. That's why we've seen so many crossovers between cars and watches. You know,
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
lot of high-end car companies have their own watches, and I also see that most people that like nice cars like nice watches.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a bit of the same taste, and that was my case. I always loved cars, obviously, but my second thing that I liked was watches, and I remember when I was a kid, I would only ask for Christmas watches.
Wow,
Watches, you know.
really nice. You know, and that's how maybe Eyal Lalo, our CEO, came to you. You know, started talking about watches, about your interest, and then you immediately, we in the watch industry immediately feel when somebody's really interested.
Yeah.
You ask the right questions. You see the right details, and we at Invicta, we are invincible in detail, as you know. So really important as well. And another thing that I connected from between watches and car racing, if you see the Formula 1 or Formula 2 races, everything is in split seconds, everything is in timing, everything is on, you even have to time your pit stop right if you want to end the race, in front. I mean, it's really critical, and that's why, many watch brands tend to connect to the world of car racing, and we are very happy to connect to JM with this, and we love the input that he gave us to get to the final design that we have here tonight. I'm really excited about this, and talking about being excited, I think we have to move on to the next one in the lineup, JM. We just talked about the automatic movement, and now I want to talk about the watch that you're wearing yourself. Max, can you show on our close-up camera? He's polishing the crystal real quick.
Yeah.
So, Rene, you see the watch on JM's wrist here. This is the same variation as we just saw in the automatics. We built a beautiful Swiss chronograph engine inside the watch. Because we talked about it already, Formula 1 is Formula 2 and all the racing disciplines is all connected to timing. And, sometimes the drivers even want to time themselves. And when they're not close to a computer or whatsoever, it's good to have like a chronograph variation on your wrist to have see a small split whatsoever. For that reason, and I'm really happy, I think you did it purposely, JM. You're wearing our yellow signature color, our Invicta color, of course. But we have all the colors available for you tonight. Like I said, also in titanium, and I really love the skeleton kind of chronograph that we built into this watch.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so light. Like people, whenever people ask me to feel it, like they're like, "Wow, this is."
No, I remember
so
when
light. It's nice.
You were with your team in Barcelona, and we were talking about the watch, and you were trying all the colors, and then your team principal was even there. And he came, and he's wearing a high-end watch back then, and he said, hey, "Can I wear it?" So I put the watch on his wrist, and immediately when you put the watch on your wrist, guys, and you will be overwhelmed when it comes to your doorstep as well. In the sign box, if you take the watch out of the box and you put it on your wrist, you fall in love. I mean, it fits so nice. It's anatomically designed. The material, the 40% lighter titanium than the stainless steel variation, and it's completely anti-allergic as well. Really important to tell, because especially when you're exercising and things, you start sweating. The band is very comfortable to wear. As Rene shows you now on screen, we have many color options coming up. I will give you the model numbers real quick. 44410 is the all gray. The 11 is the red and gray. The 12 is the light blue and gray. And the 13 is the one that JM is wearing here, which is the yellow and black. We have the black and blue as well, is the 14. The 15 is the orange, again, one of your favorites. And the 16 is the all white and red variation. All available here at Let's Talk Invicta for the same price point as we just offered the automatic variation. This is also unique, we built two different movements into the watch, and we managed to get to the same price point. It's really special. So 740 euros is the regular pricing on invictastores.eu. If you start ordering now or within the next 24 hours until inventory lasts, because JM was not able to bring a full load of JM watches to our studio here, so we we always have small quantities to get you the best possible pricing. And the pricing that I'm offering you tonight, guys, and Rene, you can start putting it into the screen, 299 euros.
And also because I cannot stay here for the whole day signing boxes.
No,
So
we don't have enough
remember, I'm
boxes, Rene.
signing every box for you guys.
I saw this on your socials when you were signing the helmets back in Miami. Oh, took you half a day, no?
One day.
So,
One day.
I have a question also. I saw on your Instagram that you also did some test driving for Alfa Romeo at Formula One. Is there a huge difference between the F2 and the F1?
Yes and no. Definitely, when you drive an F1 car, obviously it's faster, more power, more downforce. But I was not that surprised by that part. I think the F2 car is already quite a quick car that gives you a good idea of how to drive an F1 car quickly. But what was impressive was the size of the team that runs an F1 car, the amount of engineers. That is a higher level than F2 altogether. And also just the car feels very nice to drive because it's a car that was designed to be drivable by someone. And development in an F2 car probably costs a few $1 million. Development in an F1 car costs maybe a few $100 million, and you really feel that difference, the quality. It's almost easier to drive than an F2. You don't have to fight with it so much, and it's just a pleasure to drive and to push the limits of the cars. Yeah, it's incredible.
All right. So thank you very much for this question. And Wim, we have also some questions on YouTube from one of our German fans, and he's asking if GM is also coming to Germany.
Well, that's a really good question, and we really like those questions and the interaction that we have with the customers out there. Yes, we are planning a lot of events like this, small events around races in Europe. JM is very much involved in the Invicta business with us, so as a matter of fact, I can give you a little surprise already. We will have a great event coming up in Amsterdam in our new to open store in October.
Nice.
And around the Zandvoort race, we will have a pop-up store 15 kilometers from the Zandvoort track, where we will have the Formula One car that we presented in Barcelona as well, where JM will be present. So yes, we have many events coming up, and for sure we will try to be in Germany as well. Yeah,
well, you have a store in Germany.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. Yes.
So you can invite me to the store, and we'll do a little pop-up. Yeah. No, it was cool. Like you said, we did an event in Barcelona before the Grand Prix, and it was really cool. A lot of people showed up. A good combination between Invicta fans and JM fans, and we all just met up, signed some autographs, and we had a good time. So we'll do more of that.
No, and the good thing also, I mean, there were Formula racing fans that showed up, JM fans, that started to be Invicta fans after the event, and the other way around.
Yeah.
We had Invicta fans coming that really are into car racing now. Actually, they're communicating with Quinten on our social platforms to ask questions when the next race will be. It's
really that's cool.
So we are really happy with that as well, and we are even more happy with all the watches JM helped us design for you guys out there. Like I said, we just had the chronograph variation with the 50-30D Swiss movement that we built into the casing. You can see all the colors on our website, invictastores.eu. By using the QR code on the left side of your screen, you will be directed immediately into the checkout. You can also go directly to the website, click the Let's Talk Invicta tab, and you will go to the lineup for tonight. And talking about lineup, guys, we have some more watches to show you as well. Rene, can you give us a little bit time to change the setting here?
Absolutely, yes.
And we will find some other watches to show you, because we have a premiere for Europe as well. As a matter of fact, JM came to the studio, Rene. This was the first time he saw the watches. So,
yes.
Really exciting. So give us a little bumpertje, as you call it.
I will give you a bumpertje as we
and we will change the setting real quick.
So
with the
you do your stuff, and I will talk a little bit about the ordering process and some.
Thank you.
So if you are watching our show for the first time, where you can order very simple. What you can do if you are watching on Facebook, even if you are watching on Instagram. So, and if you want to buy, then you want to buy this watch, and it's free of shipment. So only what you do is type buy quartz. We had also the option before this watch, there was buy titanium, so, and it's also $299, but buy quartz, and then you're getting a link in your Instagram or in your Facebook account, and then you go directly to the checkout, and then you can order your watch, and you will have it within a couple of days. You will have your watch on your doorstep. So, but if you are watching us on YouTube or on Twitch or on TikTok, then you can also here go to our QR code, very simple. And what we are now going to show you is totally new, is absolutely the newest collection what we are going to show you here, and that is also great. A beautiful new watch, and GM was very excited for the show. So, guys, are you ready to rumble again?
We are ready, Rene. We are ready. We loved your story. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. So I could
giving
talk
this
for
bumper.
hours, but you know that.
What is a bumper to?
A bumper.
I need to know.
No, he just taught me also. I didn't know, but a bumper means that once you have to change the setting, or like here we change the collection.
Yeah.
You need some time, and sometimes you show a little movie or you talk
a transition.
transition.
A Dutch transition.
Dutch transition. We
I
call
like
bumper.
it.
But now I talked only, so I thought it was easier to talk than to start. I have here all my equipment with my mixing switcher and so stuff I don't want to bother you with. But so it was easier for me to talk than to push the button. But hey,
Rene,
let's go
thank
on.
you for the bumper. We move on to the next watch in the lineup because, and I also received some more questions for JM later, so we will talk about that. Before we go to the actual, the pre-launch for Europe, I want to go to a watch that I introduced, I would say like 6 weeks ago, Quinten. The JM, the JM special that we have, that you actually wore in the photo shoot.
I did.
Yeah.
I do have a few of these. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the design of this watch. It's like the trapezoid design, so it's a little bit higher on top, and with a great design point on the side as well. You know, we put a lot of details in the watches. As you know, Invicta is invincible in detail, and the watches that we have here is model numbers. Let me give you real quick the lineup: 41650, 51, 52, 48 and 49. Those watches come with a beautiful automatic movement, NH35, our signature yellow rotor automatic movement, especially made by Psycho Instruments for Invicta. And this absolutely tops off the design of this watch for me. And I introduced those watches a couple of weeks ago. I managed to get a small batch for the show tonight, and since JM is here, we are really happy to bring you this lineup. 650 is the yellow one, 651 is the orange one, 652 is the black and purple, a very special color combination if you ask me. The 648 is the two-tone rose, and the 649 is the rose and black. So 5 different watches, all JM Korea special editions, limited availability. We did one production run, if you ask me. You know better than me because you are very much involved into the production. And pricing tonight, again, guys, is absolutely sensational. And please remember, when I give you the price, it's completely including free shipping. It's including a very special box here that JM will sign for you in the studio. And the regular pricing on our website is 440 euros. If you go to our Let's Talk Invicta tab now, you can start ordering this limited edition piece for the fantastic price. And Rene, maybe you can do some drum rolls or something.
Yes, I can do it.
149 euros.
Okay, ta-ta.
You don't act so surprised, JM. You think this price is not so
No, I read it already.
read it
so
already.
It's pretty good. I would, if I didn't have 5 of them, I would buy one myself.
No, it's I love this collection, and I
it's
love the
pretty
color tones that you selected for this series as well. We have 3 of them. We have here in the studio. The other ones are still flying because I needed to get a batch here into the studio before the Let's Talk Invicta show. And we are also depending on shipping and all that.
Yeah.
So the ones that I have here in the studio are the orange, the purple, and the yellow. I love the color combination. I love the design of this watch. And, we have a small problem with our close-up camera, but still I want to show it on JM's wrist real quick to show you the way this watch is fitting around even a small wrist like an athlete's wrist of like JM's. It's very well made. It's a special design, a great movement, and for sure this is the kind of watch that you wear in the street or in the bar or something, and somebody taps you on the shoulder. What kind of watch you wear?
When I wear these, it's everybody's like, "What is that? That is so cool." I don't know. Is it zooming?
Yeah, it's not zooming, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, we try. We have to improvise a little bit. Beautiful.
I got it. There we go.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
there it is.
See that? Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, this color!
Look at
I
this.
love this color combination. I
it's
love
so
the purple.
special.
And the white back,
Yeah.
with the purple.
And the crown
the
on top.
contrast is really tops it off.
I think this is my favorite
The
one.
crown on
Yeah, the
top
purple.
is also
Yeah.
great, huh?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
No, and it feels sturdy. Did you show the back as well? Wait, I'll
Yeah, the
show you
open
back.
case back
The
is
open
beautiful.
case back is so nice too.
No, and you know that a automatic movement always brings a little bit weight into the watch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the beautiful yellow rotor.
Excuse my sweaty hand, just messed it all up, but
No,
it's very pretty. Look. No, it's a
So-
great one.
we forgive you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But Wim,
So guys,
there's
again,
a very special thing. There's one very special thing, and that's about this price. So,
Yeah. 149.
149.
That
That
is a great
means,
price.
absolutely, that's a great price. But look below. What does that mean? That also our British watchers can buy
Yes,
now without.
Absolutely.
Hey,
I'm happy, Rene, I'm so overwhelmed with having JM here in the studios that I forget about those things. Yes.
you're a bit
For our
starstruck.
customers, our Invicta family back in the UK, you can start ordering from our website without any added taxes at customs below 150 euros. So the 149 makes it easy for you guys out there
Okay.
to order from us as well.
Yeah.
Really important.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That is.
Yeah.
that
After
is cool.
Brexit, we had a lot of regulations, but we manage, and we still have many Invicta lovers in that side of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Rene, thank you for your assistance.
So,
Sometimes he's doing things right. Sometimes he's doing things.
sometimes.
Okay, can I give you another question, JM? Because that's a really good question. If you maybe I have the answer already, but I'm going to ask you still.
Tell me.
What kind of sport would you be doing if you're not racing?
Maybe tennis. So I used to play a lot of tennis when I was young, and it got to a point where I had to sort of choose between racing and
Oh, really?
tennis. Yeah, and that was never really a contest for me.
No,
Racing was
I
a
can
clear winner.
imagine.
But I loved tennis, and now the only other sport I do regularly is golf, which I started just this year.
Yeah, I saw you on Instagram. You on your socials, you play a lot of golf.
I love it.
And sometimes you mute. I think you start swearing at yourself
Wow.
because you don't hit the ball right.
I am a competitive person, golf is hard, and it makes for some good content in the socials.
Oh, good. So I hope this answers your question, guys. So he's a tennis player besides the racing, and we did a meet and greet in Barcelona. What was that like for you? Well, we talked about it already.
Yeah.
And how was the race in Barcelona? That is a
How
good
was the
question.
race? It was not the easiest weekend for us.
No.
We are finding ourselves always just outside the top 10 or just 10th, 9th, but we want to start getting into the bigger points positions and start scoring more and getting podiums. We need a bit of a step to do together with the team. Overall, I think it has been a very positive year. I know that's not the question, but
No, but I agree 100%
you know.
because last weekend or the last race weekend that we had, your teammate actually won the race.
yeah,
Sprint race,
two race weekends ago in Austria. No,
Austria,
it was a feature race.
Yeah.
So Richard won the
Yeah.
feature race with a really good strategy. He did an amazing race, and he won. And last week, I finished fourth in the.
Yes, fantastic.
No, when was it?
The
It
last-
was when did I finish fourth? It was in Austria, right? Yeah. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I finished fourth, and then he won the feature race.
Yeah.
So we have the pace, we have the potential as a team. We just need to package it better and be more consistent, and hopefully it'll come. Yeah.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm watching the Formula 2 racing, to me it seems that most of the cars are more or less the same. The difference is the drivers, right? More than in the Formula 1, where the driver
More.
can be very good, but the car is not good enough.
Yeah, so that definitely it's a lot closer than Formula One. You don't have such big difference between the cars. There is though quite a bit of difference between the teams. That's why the teams are so important. They do a lot of development within the rules that they have within the car. It's the same car and the same engine, but you can still change a lot of elements in the setup. So that does change quite a bit. The driver makes a huge difference too, and experience is really important in this championship because you only have 40 minutes to practice, and then you go straight into quali, and then straight into the race.
Wow.
In F1, they have 3 practices to get up to speed. For us, it's 1 practice, 40 minutes, and then we go. So a lot of experience helps.
Wow. Yeah, and you see already the size of the teams. You talked about it already. It's incredible, the difference between Formula 2 and Formula 1, where you have like a team of like 50, 60 people in the pit.
Yes.
And in Formula 2, you sometimes see 3 people around the car, and that's
Yeah.
it. You find out yourself.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a good step towards Formula 1. I'm really happy that you're in the Formula 1 league of watch industry already. And for that reason, I still
have a
want to come
question.
back to the watch one more time, Rene.
Yeah.
The series that we just presented, the NH35 automatic variations. This is the color variations as Rene is showing you on the screen right now. 149 euros. If you're on Instagram, Twitch, you just type buy limited, and you will be directed immediately into our checkout on the Let's Talk Invicta page, where you can start ordering from us immediately. The
Can I
offers
ask a question?
is valid for 24 hours here at Let's
That's
Talk
right,
Invicta.
yeah.
For those of you new to the show, 24 hours, the offers will stay on our page. We will send you a reminder tomorrow afternoon to let you know, listen, the countdown is ticking. You have to be fast if you want to order for this price point. Also, it can happen that a certain watch is sold out, because here at Let's Talk Invicta, we're always about the newest collection, the best pricing, but also small quantities, because we need to really allocate very, very carefully to get the watches to the Let's Talk Invicta show. For that reason, best pricing, small quantities. And talking about small quantities, JM, before we go to the last watch in the lineup, I'm bringing you a watch now, guys. This is an introduction for Europe. From the S1 Rally series, not immediately connected to JM, but we talked about it already, and he loves the design. Before the show, we talked about it, and for sure, I see already a lineup coming in the coming months connected to JM with this series, because I love the design. I love the weight of the watch. It's really light. It's transparent. It's anatomic finished, and beautiful color combination. And I'm talking about model numbers 364, 365, 366, 69, and 70. This is the newest S1 Rally Diablo variation that we present here to you tonight. For Europe, we have shipped the watches to our stores already. So if you go to one of our Invicta stores throughout Europe, you can start buying these watches from our store starting tomorrow morning. But if you order from us here at Let's Talk Invicta, you will get a fantastic price. Not 272 euros, which is the regular pricing on invictastores.eu. If you order now or within the next 24 hours, you can pick one of those 5 colors for the fantastic price. Fantastic price. Yeah, maybe you can drum roll. Well, not as good as him. 129 euros.
Whoppa.
Guys, I'm talking about the skeleton bridge automatic movement. with an anatomic casing, as we call the transparent, the semi-transparent casing, in 5 different color tones: yellow, green, red, light blue, and orange. And a fantastic watch for a fantastic price.
Yeah.
We have the watches here in the studio. I'm going to ask JM to wear one.
Watch model.
I think we should do the orange because it fits the theme, no?
Let's do the orange. Yeah. Let's do the orange.
You haven't seen the watches either, Rene, yeah? You only saw
No.
the images
I
that
only saw
Quinten
the
sent you
images.
this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the bridge. I like the bridge construction.
Yeah, it's a beautiful movement.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, and if you see the case back as well, JM, we didn't talk about it yet.
It's clear.
It's
very nice.
It's really a really
sure.
nice mechanical movement, especially made for Invicta and LG 0807. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Can you see it there? A bit.
Wow.
Nice.
Very
Very nice.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. Even though you're wearing a titanium already, JM, this is even a little bit lighter.
It is lighter, yeah, and it fits. It fits really nice. Honestly, I think this is a watch that you forget you have on.
Could be, yes.
It's so light.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. And
Very cool.
you know, I hope our CEO in the US is watching as well, because listen, y'all, he wants this lineup into the JM collection as well. So we should start designing.
I will send him a message.
Yeah,
as soon
send
as
him a
I'm
message.
I will
and
take a
if not-
screenshot of me wearing it and say, okay, now we have to do a
Yeah,
JM.
yeah, absolutely. So guys, 129 euros. I think you are as excited. I think, and I hope you are as excited about this lineup as we are. We are also very much excited that JM was here with us tonight. Do we have some more questions to come up? What is he doing? What's your
I have a
favorite?
question.
Rene.
Go on.
Yeah. If so, we heard what this week what was happening with Nick de Vries. The seat to change to Daniel Ricciardo. Is the Formula 2 as hard as the Formula 1?
Yes, it's quite tough. I think the whole industry is kind of similar, especially in Formula 2. If you're part of a junior team, it is very tough. There's a lot of competition, but you have to keep in mind that all of us in Formula 2, there's only 22 drivers in the world in Formula 2.
Yeah.
We are all there to fight for the next F1 seat. That's why we're there, and we have all worked our whole lives for it. So there's a lot of pressure behind, and it's just as competitive on track as it is off track to find seats, find teams, and try to create the right environment for you to win. So yes, it's a tough business.
Yeah, you know, it
Thank
was
you
said
very
with Nick de Vries this week, Rene, and we talked about it before the show, JM and I, and you know, it's people think that, you know, you as a race car driver, you just have to have the talent and they give you the seat, but you have to bring budget, you have to bring sponsorship. You know, it's not just, and that's why we are so much connected to JM as well, to make sure that he will have the, you know, sometimes the funds
Support,
and the support that he needs to be in the best possible teams. So as you all know, that we also have a partnership with Virtuosi Racing, another Formula 2 team. So we are still talking about next year on how to fill the seats, and you know, there might be some surprises coming up. Maybe in one of the next events, Jay, and we will talk about it again, right?
I don't know anything. You're making it.
guys, and please don't ask any questions anymore, because I see the orders coming into our CMS system here.
Right.
He needs to do some signatures here. For me, it's time. I would say it's time to end the show for tonight. I had a great time with JM in the studio. I had a great time talking about watches and race cars tonight. If you have some questions for us for the coming week to be handled by next Monday, let us know. We are here to follow up for your requests and for your special collections and demands. So I hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did here, and as much as you did, Rene, back in the studio in Oldenzaal.
Yeah, thank you.
I would like to thank JM massively for coming to the studios here. It was really great, and we were honored to have you. And we hope to see each other soon.
Thank you. No, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. Nice to meet you, Rene, and
Nice to meet you.
I hope I'll be back. I hope I'll be back. And guys, I'll see you in the pop-up in Zandvoort or near Zandvoort.
Yeah, Zandvoort,
in a
15
few
kilometers
weeks.
in Amsterdam. Yeah.
So make sure to come down and say hi, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely, and Quinten will, you know, follow up with the socials to let you know, and notifications and emails and SMS, whatever we can send, we do.
Yep.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Stay ordering on our website, invictastores.eu. And you want to say something?
Yeah, and follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and also on TikTok. Follow us, please. And if you are a follower of Juan Manuel, please follow us also, and watch the show next week again. So, and then I will say bye-bye. Zwaai, zwaai.